Yo, what's up, guys? My name's Kevin Davis, and welcome back to a new episode of Kevin New Bridge Podcast, where we talk about mental health and share our stories. And this is a safe place to whatever you feel like you're comfortable talking about. Let me welcome my new guest, Mr. Tay, to the show. What's up, brother?
What's going on, brother? Um, I'm all right. Just another day, another dollar. My name is actually ASG Spade, but you feel?
ASG Spade.
Yes, sir.
That's a dope ass name, man. Well, welcome to the show, brother. First of all, thank you for coming on. And
Oh,
so far I know you're a musician, and
yes.
I actually listen to some of your music. But I would really love to know what made you get into music and what like pushed you to want to get into music and tell the story in your music that you're doing right now.
Well, the thing that really got me into music was me and my brother. We used to rap back in like 2017, 2018, and like we would just be freestyling. So we was no different than anybody else who was, you know, your average person saying la 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 on tracks or can't really form the words just yet. So uh,
Right.
music that you hear is really a giant process that I really just started, putting out there and letting people hear the product from it. So I really got into music off of me and my brother just hanging out and just enjoying those times. So yeah, man, it's pretty dope. And as far as the messages in my music, those are real stories, real life. I know there are people who go through things mentally, physically, emotionally, in relationships, out of relationships, in life.
Heck
Um,
yeah.
So I really, really want to, share my voice to people like that. So for sure.
Heck yeah, man. I listened to it and I was very inspired, man. Keep doing
What's
what
up?
you're doing. Dude, I don't even remember the name of it. I just started playing it. I'm not gonna even lie.
No, no, that's real. That's real.
I
That's
was
real.
like, I didn't even care for the title. I just clicked a random song. I found it on Spotify, I believe,
Okay.
and I didn't even look at the title. I was like, it's my boy. I'm just gonna listen to it. I don't care for the title.
Right, 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 right.
And I just started listening to it. I'm just bumping. I was like, this is some real shit right here.
Yes, sir.
I was like, we need some real music back today, because I don't even listen to like the new music that's out today. And it was funny. You messaged me on Instagram
Mm-hmm.
and you told me about your music. I was like, and I checked out your page. I'm like, okay, I'll check you out.
Right, right, right,
I'm not gonna lie, I was hesitant because I don't listen to new music nowadays
right.
because it's too much violence in the music today. It's about and talking about having sex and drugs and stuff. I was like, I'm good.
Nah,
I
yeah.
was raised on the old school where the real message was like
Right.
about love and about being together. And then my brother come along and send me this track. I was like, well, shit.
It's a blessing, man.
I was like, oh shit. I'm like, are you, dude, please tell me you have an album coming out, right? Cause,
Yes,
dude, this is
sir. From me
bumping,
to you.
man.
Yes, sir.
Man. Um, like, can you tell a story about, like, this is a mental health podcast. Like, can you tell a story about how does like creativity kind of get you out of your mental state, especially like going to do like a hard day,
Right.
especially with the music you write. Do I know that that can be tough, especially telling the story you're telling in your music. Like how do you do that? Like how do you process that and put it into music?
Right.
Like
So to be realistic with you, I made a song that's on YouTube right now called Alone.
mm,
Um, Alone, I made that the night before my last performance, of which I won third place in it because of that song. Now, that song, um, that song was my battle cry. Realistically, I was at the end of my rope at a certain point, and it was like either you gonna fall and crumble, or
mm,
you gonna be the best you can ever be and show people somebody gonna make it out, so you can too.
hell yeah.
So with that being said, Alone is a story of like I'll give you a summary. Alone is really more so of me trying to let people know like everybody left me, whether it be you leave me person to person or you leave me by death. I was alone and I had nobody around. How many of us have really felt like that? So with that being said, I created that song and that was more of a freestyle than a written verse. So when you talk creativity, the
Man.
creativity is my story. The creativity is
Mm,
who I am as a person. I have lost over 5 people this year.
Ah, shit. Damn,
My
bro.
little cousin who created a chapter, IOTA chapter, bro. He was a young alpha. Um, he passed away, and he just the day before his birthday. R.I.P. Ashton Carter. But um, and like it didn't stop there. So it got to a point, and all my people live back in Chicago. I'm in Iowa at this time.
Mm,
Um, so it's like it's real hard to deal with that from a long distance, and then to not have anybody to, converse that to, or nobody to really like go through, you know, the real detail of how I feel. No grief, right?
word.
That's where the creativity comes in my music. So it's all about the grief that I've been through and all the things I'm going through. Because I understand that if I give up, it's so many people that's gonna give up because I didn't give them the story that they needed. Because I didn't
Man.
give them my experience. So for sure, for sure, for sure. I do
Whew,
this out of
damn.
love.
Man, we just started. It got deep already. Damn.
Yeah, man. I told you I really like elevate for real.
Heck yeah, man. Man, I understand that deeply because growing up, I was dealing with so much depression
Yeah.
and so much anxiety and so much anger.
Mhm.
Um, I I grew up in a household full of women, no father around full time at all. I had like father figures in and out, but I didn't have that stability and what manhood should be, or like what is manhood, you know what I mean?
Mhm.
And I got in some stupid crap. I got into the wrong crowds, and I nearly went. You good, brother?
Can you see me?
Now I can.
Okay. All right.
No, but I got into the wrong crowds, man. I nearly went to jail in middle school, bro.
Same.
I nearly went to jail because one, this other kid in my school was talking bad about my mom, and I don't play about family, brother.
Come
Like
on. Now.
I don't play about family, and I was gonna let him slide because it was like one comment, but he kept going on, and I'm already dealing with anger issues and depression already, and so I stabbed the man in the hand with a pencil.
You
I did.
crazy, bro.
I dude, I don't play about family, and I was going through so much, and I'm like, I didn't know how to control my emotions, so I stabbed him in the hand with the pencil,
That's real.
and then I was smoking, um, trying to get around drugs with people that I shouldn't have been around because I was trying to fit in. I was trying to figure out where my crowd is, and like trying to be like the cool kid, thinking that this is gonna give me somewhere in life. But I
Right.
nearly went to jail. But by the grace of God, the cop that was going to arrest me said that that he's tired of seeing people like us going to jail,
Real.
and he said that he is going to give me a warning and he is going to watch over me, making sure that I don't go down this path again.
Wow.
And he did. He flat out did. Him and his partners, they watch over me. And then graduation day came. I was suited up, clean as all get out. They was like,
Right. Right.
"Oh, okay, little brother, you actually clean your tail." I was like, "Yeah,
Yes,
because I'm
sir.
not finna go down the path like my cousins did. Because my cousins does the smoking, the drugs. He's been in and out of jail. And I was like, my mother didn't raise a fool. I'm not gonna go through that shit. Like,
Come on.
no. And And the way I kind of found my creativity is when I learned the gift of writing.
Mm.
And I freaking hated writing with a passion, bro. Especially in school, when you have to write them long ass papers, man.
Yeah. For
Jesus.
real, bro.
But it's like when I went to high school, ninth grade year, my first paper in African American history class, my teacher graded us or leveled us like 1 to 5. Where it's like 1, you're not there, you need a lot of help, and I'm going to teach you. A
Right.
3 is like you're there, but I want to push you to a 5 to get professional level of writing.
Right.
First paper I get back, I'm on level 3, and
Mm.
I was like, and my teacher's like, you have a really good writing style. I just want to push you to that higher level to get you to that like
Mm.
that college, professional, and beyond
Right.
level of writing.
Right.
And I was like, me can write?
Right. 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 Right.
It's like, dude, I freaking hate writing, but apparently I can write. And one of the biggest lessons my mother ever taught me was, if you think about it, the thing you hate the most, you're actually really good at. And so I try to brush that off. I'm like, nah. then more papers came saying you have a really good. I was like, God damn it! I guess my mom's right.
Right.
And my mom is also a writer too. She let me read her murder mystery book. I could not put down for the life of me. It was
Wow.
so good. She showed me poetry she wrote over the years, especially about me and my sister, how about how she loved us as her kids and
Yeah.
everything. I'm just like, Mom, you're trying to make a brother cry now? Like seriously, dude? Like, wow, Mom, I love you too, by the way. And so, and like one night, my mom and I had a deep conversation
Mhm.
because I remember the comment my mom ever made was she didn't want to have a son.
Mm.
But I took that the wrong way without asking what does she mean. I just walked away and just took it the wrong way.
Right.
And that also added to my anger. And so I was like punching the wall, throwing shit everywhere, breaking shit for no freaking reason.
Right.
And she's like, "Boy, sit your tail down. I'm not raising no abusive man."
Exactly.
And she's like, and she explained to me, she said I didn't want a son because I knew your father was not going to be around.
Mm.
She said, I was afraid to raise a son by myself.
Mm.
I didn't say I didn't want a son because I didn't love you. It's just because I was afraid. I didn't know
Mm.
how to raise you.
That's truth. That's truth.
When I tell you I broke down, I'm like, oh my God.
Yeah.
It's like, are you freaking serious right now? And she's like, yes. She's like, you're my son, and I was freaking afraid because I knew your father was not going to be around with you growing up. And I had like a come to Jesus moment at the moment, and it's going like memories going down my mind. I had to apologize to my mom 1,000 times, and she got to the point. She said, "Stop apologizing because I forgave you a long time ago." And she told me, "Grab a journal, write your thoughts out, get that crap out of your mind, get that crap out of your heart, and heal." And I started doing it. And I started learning poetry. I started learning how to write a book. And I started writing. Now I'm actually a comic writer now, officially, and I
Yeah.
actually published my first comics.
Congrats.
Thank you so much. And I published my first novel a few years ago, but I took it down because I took it down like last year, I think,
Hmm.
because one, it's a story about my life, but I don't think it was polished enough yet.
Okay. Understandable.
And so I took it down, and now I'm actually picking it back up now because I'm at a better Jesus Christ, I can't speak English, better
You good.
position, better position than I was before, and now
Yeah.
I have more love than hatred. I have more experience than that now I found more of myself, and I got into writing one because my mom and my imagination that started growing and growing and growing, and I wanted to storytell and like add a message into my storytelling, letting you know that you're not alone.
Come on now.
And like my first comic is Arcfire. I based my first character off myself because the story of Arcfire is he wakes up in a egg like shell in a lab in a science lab with no
Right.
memory of who he is, and he's on this journey trying to figure out why he's here, where did he come from, who is he. And that's based on me because I grew up like, what's my purpose here? Why did God put me on this earth? Like I feel like I'm like, and who the hell am I? You know what I mean?
Right.
And so I kind of put like that's why I became a huge mental health advocate. And I had suicidal thoughts when I was growing up. I did because I'm like I just wanted to end it, but God kept tugging at my heart. It's like you're not going anywhere. I have you here for a purpose. And and I'm gonna be honest, I actually struggled with faith for a while. I'm gonna be honest with you. I struggled with it for a while because I thought my mom was crazy, and like she taught us the Bible, talking about teaching us how to pray, how to praise, how to give thanks. I was like, okay, like,
Right.
but then I started doing. I was like, now I'm actually starting to feel better because it's actually my mom's not crazy. I
Right. Right.
was like, this actually feels really good, and I was like, and I'm still learning. about faith every single day because life is a journey of faith because you don't know what's going to happen. And growing up, I realized why my mom was so strict on me and my sister. It's because she was protecting us, uh, because she didn't want us to go through what she went through in her life in her childhood.
Facts.
And man, and before the show started, you asked me what got me into podcasting.
Right.
So, I started podcasting last year. Um, but when I was starting to be a guest on other podcasts,
Mm-hmm.
when I got into the comic book community, like learning podcasting and everything, like get my brand out there.
Right.
And then of course it's out of my comfort zone because I'm a massive introvert.
That's okay.
um, but as I kept going and going, I kept getting booked for a podcast every single month last year, and I just kept going. I got happy and excited,
Yeah.
and then I got to the point I was like, maybe I can be a host for a podcast. And I was like, it might be a long shot, but I can at least try it and see what happens.
Mm-hmm.
And then I was like, you know what? Screw it. Let me just try it. And I made a calendar of like people sign up to come on my podcast. And dude, I was shocked that a lot of people freaking signed up because I'm like, y'all want to talk to me? Like, what
Right.
the what?
Right. Right.
And dude, and I wanted to build a platform where people just be themselves and just share their story and try like to bring them a voice. Like so, I'm like, it's a safe platform where we can cuss, we can have fun. I don't just be you. I was like,
Right.
I'm not gonna micromanage you. I was like, I make this show every single time because you are you a fan of Marvel, right? Are you a fan of
Yeah.
Marvel?
Yeah.
I say my name may be Kevin, but I'm not Kevin Feige. I'm actually quality over quantity.
Oh, bro.
I'm not gonna micromanage you. I want you to come on, have a blast. We can talk about whatever. We can get off topic because there's really no really specific topic that's gonna. I'm like, cause I want people to just have fun, have a good freaking time, and I
Yeah.
want to build a community where we just come together. I'm like, screw the politics, screw this hatred. They trying to make us hate each other for no freaking reason. I was like, how about we just be us and just communicate and just have a blast?
Right.
Cause and that's also why I got into writing because I want to get kids reading. I want to get people reading because there's too much media going on. I want to grow people's imagination so they can start getting their creativity going. So that's kind of why I started getting into writing comics, writing novels, podcasting, and just like and that's where I started going starting my publishing business because I want to help other potential authors that want to get into get their stuff out there. So I'm working every single day just trying to figure out how can I build a like a because I want I want like a family based company where it's like everyone as family if
Right.
that makes sense if that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
I was like where we can have fun but also do business because we still got work to do, but I want you to have fun doing what you're doing because I don't want you to feel this like this is a job or something. I want you to have that passion for what you're doing.
Right.
And yeah. And I just keep going, and the feedback I've been getting has been such a blessing, and it's been truly humbling. And it's the fact that people like you reach out to me that want to be on my show. Like, dude, when I got that text from him, it's like, you want to be on my show, like for real? Like that was
Yeah.
truly humbling because when you say you watch my videos, I'm like, okay, so I guess I am reaching somebody. It's the
Mm-hmm.
fact that you reach out to me. I'm like, heck yes, you can come on. Schedule a time when you come on.
Yeah.
And so thank you for reaching out. And that's still because this is truly humbling for me and and I am honored. Um, and
Always.
I don't want to blabber too much because I want you to tell your story about if you
Yeah, bro.
whatever you're comfortable sharing, what you've been what have you been through that helped you get to where you are now? That like what shaped you to the man that you are today?
If I'm gonna be honest, man, there is no short version, but the shortest version I can give you is this, right? So I got a tattoo earlier this year. Not even earlier, like probably like a month ago. It's my first tattoo. I'm 26 years old.
Yo, me too. 26, bro.
I'm 26 years old, and you know, I really am a firm believer in not marking up your body. So that's something
Mm,
that, I take seriously. So I ended up getting a tattoo of my nana.
mm,
My nana, R.I.P. Nana, I love you so much. But my nana, um, she died in 2015. This year makes
mm.
10-year marker.
Oh man.
Yeah, so I'm thinking this year gonna be perfect. I'm gonna do this whole year for her. This gonna be the best year. New Year's resolution. You know,
Yeah.
go.
Yeah.
So I'm going through all that, and then I rekindle things with my cousin. Like he decides to hang out with me, and he like, cuz we can't, go away. We family. We gotta stay together.
Mm.
And that's what we did until he passed away a couple months later in March. Um, and then, you know, as far as like you were saying, like once you get that traction, you feel the embrace of people and you feel
Mhm.
the embrace of what you're trying to do. So like for me personally, I would go through so many of my notes and say, man, this is a good song, this is a good song. But why be a note listener?
Mm, mm,
Why just put your music out? Fuck just putting your music out.
mhm,
So I started working with this other artist. She's an amazing young lady from Chicago. Um, her artist name is Legacy J. She connected me with Spitting Bars, which is who I do my competitions through and with. I have one coming up actually in a couple days here on the 2nd. It's in Iowa
gangster,
City.
dude.
Yes, sir. It's in Iowa City. Uh,
Y'all hear it right here, y'all. Go support my brother, man.
sure, for sure. It's in Iowa City at Tequila Cowgirl,
Mm.
and I'm going to win.
Heck yeah.
Last time I won with a mental health song alone. Now, the
Mm,
things that led me to creating this song was I've had so many times from my nana dying back in 2015 to me having to be in a house with my mother's boyfriend who passed away, and it was kind of hard to deal with that because I'm thinking he just going through stuff, but he uh he was in the tub and he just he passed away, and me and him had a bad relationship for a long time. But the day he passed away, it was just like me and him made peace, and we told each other no matter what we go through, we love each other on, bro. So
yo.
real. So for him to go that night, and I really,
Wow.
I really wasn't sleeping that night. I was on the phone with this beautiful young lady that we young man, we gotta do it. Nah, but
Yeah.
seriously, and she just like, "What's wrong? Is he okay?" And let me show y'all how mental health work. I'm
Mhm.
making a joke about it. I say, "Man, he cool. He up in that just dying,
Oh shoot.
cause he up in that coughing, laughing, chilling."
Ah.
But I go to sleep, and 2 hours later, I hear my mother scream my name because she went to go use the bathroom.
Mm,
One of the hardest things I ever dealt with in my life. Um, and that let me know, like, make a break moment. What you gonna do now? This was 2021. I was coming home from college, taking care of stuff. This was around what COVID was still going on still.
mhm,
And guess what? ASG Spade turned up. He made a song called If I Die Tonight. No, correction. If I Had a Moment. Meaning, if I had a moment to tell people about the things I've been through, if I had a moment to, reach the ones that aren't here anymore, and them to see me now and like see how my brain works and see how intelligent I am and the voice I'm giving to people. You preach mental health through podcasts. I preach mental health through music. That's why I connected and latched on to you. You spoke about how it touched you. One thing I understand as an artist is when somebody on the outside that completely knows nothing about you comes in and actually shows you that love like they know you,
mhm,
it gives you the boost, man. I'm doing this every day. I'm doing podcasts every day. I'm writing every day. I'm doing journalism every day. I'm studying every artist. I'm studying everything about this person. Why? Because I will be the greatest. So with that being said, for me, it's not a humble thing. I'm not here to have a persona. I'm not here to have an
Mm-hmm.
ego. My mission statement is not, oh, I'm the flashiest this. My mission statement is that we all been through something. Just listen.
Yeah, yeah.
Because it's time for you to understand, like, yeah, you look cool. Your friends see you as this one person, as this person that handle everything, as this person that's amazing. I've been seen as all that. Anybody can come to me and call me, oh, I'm going through. But when I needed you, where was you?
Right. Mm-hmm.
And it's okay, because we all go through things. But at the end of the day, that's why my message is not, you need people to feel better. No, my
You
message
don't.
is self-preservation. It's about you. It's about who you are as a person. It's
Mm-hmm.
about understanding that you can be the best version of yourself and nobody has to have a fucking influence on it.
Exactly.
So with that being said, the things I've been through are so deep, there is no short version. But on my album, From Me to You, which will be dropping on my next performance date, which is December 13th, 2025.
Yeah, yeah.
That album has 10 songs to represent my nana's 10 years she been gone.
Man.
Every song on that album, there are going to be songs that I've performed. They're going to be songs that I put out already on my personal YouTube. Um, they're going to be songs to give people pain. I'm not just a rapper. I'm an artist. So I don't just rap.
Yeah, yeah.
I sing. I do Afro beats. I have a song called Baby Girl. Actually, it's called Baby Gal. That's out now, and like
Baby gal. Hell
yeah,
yeah.
it's for people just to dance and laugh and have fun. Now, don't get me wrong. I do make music sometimes that is on some, you know, I got your girl and all that other stuff. Yeah, but
Yeah.
realistically, I understand at this time that's not my mission statement.
Mm.
I'll put it out there, of course, for people to enjoy and have fun. But realistically, when this album drops, this is real.
Oh yeah.
This is
Oh
my
yeah.
first album. This is my first year really performing as much as I have. This is my first year taking my music to the next level. And I want everybody that I bring into this circle of what I'm doing to not
Into it.
only benefit, but to actually get a message. I prayed that my first performance, I say, Father, all I ask is that I don't care if I win. I just want every person in this room to really feel me and really feel that we all go through shit in life.
Hell yeah.
But it's all about how you pick yourself up. So, to people that have mental health, you have to find a positive outlet. And it's not about, oh, I need to talk to this person. Stop talking to people. If I could give myself any advice or anyone out there like me, stop talking to people. Talk to your damn self. Because people gonna give you opinions. People gonna give you judgment. People gonna have their own personal things. But when you feed off your own energy and you motivate yourself,
You
you
be
feel like you
unstoppable.
won at life.
You be unstoppable.
For real, brother. So I said all that to really tell you, like, the things that you are doing, this is gonna reach another level. I'm just one of many to step on this podcast and amaze you realistically. Because this is me. I don't talk to people. I'm an introvert. I haven't been out to a club or bar, none of that in probably like 3 years before 2025 due to music performances and stuff like that.
Mhm.
Maybe longer than 3 years, but realistically,
Yeah.
realistically, I understand that. I give me happiness.
Mhm.
So I'm telling you, brother. As far as like my song alone, I will never stop preaching that song because that song is like you were saying, suicidal, right?
Mhm.
Um, the beginning of the song is just simply this: I just want to be alone. I just want to make this way and try to get my mama home. It was many days that I was thinking, how a doggy bone, right?
Man. Uh,
And then people be
damn.
like, man, you thinking how a doggy bone? Well, at that part of the song, I'm preaching something different. So throughout the song, I'm giving you how I went through things and how life is not simply cut and dry.
Mhm.
Everybody goes through stuff, and we all have moments where we have to look at ourselves and be like, "Did I do that?" Yeah.
Facts, facts. Yeah.
So
Oh yeah.
it's just like it's some things that we have to go through. And alone, I talk about how I almost killed myself. Like I was sitting in my car, and I just everybody was just making me feel low. Spade, you wrong. Spade, you a bad person. But Spade, no, I don't want to talk to you. Spade, I don't want to be around you. Spade, I don't want to be your boy. I mean, your girlfriend. I don't want to be. Okay, but I care about you, but I love you.
Mhm.
You know what? People don't need me here.
Mhm.
That's when things got real and dark and deep.
Mhm.
I said, you know what? And I pulled my gun out. You know what? Let's make some music. And that night, I created a song that shows people that you can go through anything in life and you damn sure can pick yourself up.
Hell yeah.
So, to everybody out there who feel like, oh, no one cares about me. So, that's the realest thing I can tell you. So what?
Heck
Because
yeah.
you need to care about you. People disappoint. You don't disappoint you. I mean, if you do, so what? You can chalk it up. Nah, I'll do
Yeah.
better than that.
Hell yeah.
Versus somebody else that you let into your circle. This person won't fail me. Stop putting these people on high pedestals, please. For real. So yeah, bro, like, and when I go to perform, I'm finally stepping out of just that alone, that sadness, because my message is not sadness, but it is a part of it. You have to
Mhm.
feel sadness, to feel depression, to feel anger, to feel these things, because as men that grew up in a one parent household, just me and my mom too, as men who grew up in these type of situations, we don't have that firm hand behind us. Don't get me wrong, mama ain't no joke.
No, no. Mom ain't no joke at all.
But
Oh,
realistic, a woman cannot raise a man to a man's full potential. So with that being said, I learned after being older that as a man, you have to be able to be intact with your emotions. And that's something we lack. So that's why we show it as anger. That's why we
mhm.
show it as pain. That's why we show it as, oh, woo, woo. Man, stop arguing. Get to it. Go get you some money. Go make your family better. Go make your life better. Go find you a wife. Go get you a kid if you at that point in your life. Like my music, let me tell y'all something. My music is something that is bigger than me. So that's why I don't care for egos, aesthetics, and all that.
That
I'm
part.
an artist. I will come to your city. I will come to your town. And I will beat you in any type of competition there is when it comes to music. Why? Not because of my confidence, but because of my story. And I feel like can't nobody tell that story like me. So you can call it ego if you want to. But realistically, my story's so deep, you're not going to have as much to talk about as me, which is why I work hard on what I do,
Hmm.
which is why I, wanted this avenue,
Hmm.
because this is special. This is my very first interview. I've
Really?
never done any podcast. I've never done none of,
Whoa.
and this is this is what I've been going through this year, mental health, and I've been going through it probably the last 10 years. Never stopped, never
Hmm.
stopped. So it's a blessing to be here right now, bro. It's a blessing to not just be alive, but be in your presence doing this. It's a blessing that you responded to me, because you don't understand how many people got fucking egos.
Man, I had an ego death a long time ago.
Exactly. Me too. So,
Um, because I was a cocky kid thinking I knew everything,
right.
and my mom had to discipline my tail multiple times until I got it.
That's real.
um, and
Mm,
and expand on the emotional part, I was like, that's one of the things I've learned. My mom, my mom has always taught me how to have emotional control and how, because as men, we like told it's weak for us to cry.
right.
It's like it shows like we're like they say like a sissy or whatever word they want to use.
Right.
I was like, but what I've learned, crying is actually a healing.
Right.
Crying is actually a story being told
Come on.
without words that you can't express.
Come on.
And I want to express to other men out there, bro, if you have pent up aggression, like pent up anger, go to a room by yourself and just cry it out
Come on now.
and just talk to yourself and just let
Come
it
on now.
go and just do what we do. Like we turn our story into you do music, I do podcasts and comics and novels. Oh, I also do a magazine too.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah, I forgot to mention that part. I actually have a magazine too. Turn your tears into a story because that's a story that's ready to be told.
right. That's right.
And like you said, talk to yourself. Don't go to somebody to talk to because one, there's a lot of snakes in the land.
Come on.
Two, that's too many people that gossip and they will legit just tell everything that you told them to other people. So your business will get out there very quickly, especially if it's a person that gossips.
Hmm.
And so it's like people think like being alone is bad. I'm like being alone is actually really good once you think about it. It's like
Hmm.
being alone is actually a safe haven because you can just get your emotions out without having um what's the word? Without being
Judge.
judged. Yeah, without being judged or without being like say, man up, you little pussy and shit. Or I
Right.
was like, dude, those men out there that's calling you a pussy and shit, they're just hurt from their boyhood they still holding on.
Right.
Don't listen to those type of men because they was raised in abusive families, especially because they've been always been taught don't cry because it makes you weak. It's like crying actually makes you stronger because a healed person you can't touch them. Once they heal up, the whole bets are off. You can try to call them all the names you can, but they won't react. They won't give you the reaction that you think that you want to get from them.
Hmm.
I was like, they will simply just look at your face and probably laugh at you. If you're me, I would laugh at you. I'm saying, you poor little child, and just walk away.
Right. Exactly.
And I was like, I got to the point where when I'm scrolling on social media and I look at like relationships, for example, all these people are talking about what a relationship should be, what it shouldn't be. I'm like, first of all, everyone's different.
Hmm.
Second of all, a relationship won't work without God first. So if you don't have a relationship with God, your relationship gonna be crappy anyway. Because it's like because a relationship is a union. It's supposed to be a team, a teamwork, a partnership. You know what I mean? And I'm saying I've seen so many people talking about if you don't have this much money, you can't. I'm like, why does relationship become so transactional? I was like, relationships are not supposed to be transactional. You're supposed to build an empire together. And I'm like, and talking about these traditional roles, I'm just like, dude, I was freaking raised where I can do everything. I was
Come
like,
on.
I cook,
Yes.
I clean, I wash
Yes.
my clothes. Hell,
Yes.
I wash my sister's clothes when she's tired. I go in and help her. So and I'm like, it's called balance.
Exactly.
I'm just like, I'm like, my focus is not trying to relationship right now. Because
Right.
one, I want to get myself together so I can be able to take care of my queen whenever God sends me to her,
Right.
and I want to be able to cover her and make sure that she can stay in her energy, her feminine energy, without having to um ha- I'm not
Without having to like masculate herself.
yeah, without
Yeah.
like I want her just to be herself
Right.
and let me be the man I'm supposed to be for her. You know what I mean? And I'm just like, I know you can do this yourself, but I'm here so you don't have to. See, that's
Exactly.
the mindset my mother has always taught me. And I've seen my mother with her relationships with the different men she's been with. So that now I've seen that face to face with men she's been with. I
Yeah.
was like, that's the type of man I don't want to be.
Right.
Because she had one boyfriend that just, that dude was weak. I'm going to be like, that dude was freaking weak.
Feel that.
Um, and I was like, I didn't know what my mom saw in him, but he did help me. No, well, he did. The one thing he did teach me was how to communicate. That's the one thing he did teach me was how to
Mm.
communicate and actually how to talk.
Mm.
So I give him that. And then another man taught me discipline. I was like, if you do bullshit like this, you're going to face consequences like this.
Right.
So I was like, even though I didn't have a full fledged, like a full, not fledged, full time father figure in my life, God had positioned certain men to teach me different lessons.
Right.
And um, one of them actually got me into photography because he's a photographer.
Wow.
I worked as his photographer assistant for like a few months, and that's when I found out my love for photography. It's like I hate taking pictures like in front of the camera. I'm more a behind the scenes person,
Yeah.
and so that's what got my passion is like trying to study camera work, and it's like because you can tell a story in pictures. I mean, look
Right.
at the mannerisms of somebody's body language. Look at their facial expression. Like, what are they saying in this picture?
Right.
And that's where I started learning like art is very subjective. Art is comes in so many shapes and sizes. Art isn't just one thing.
No.
And I started studying filmmaking and like get into filmmaking because I love movies, I love TV shows. And since I started writing, I want to not just do comics and novels. I want to aspire to be a screenwriter someday. So
Right.
I've been studying how to write movie scripts because literally writing a comic is literally writing a movie. It's just two different forms. Because
Wow.
comics you have to write in panels, and in a movie script or TV show script you have to write it straight down the line.
Mm.
Yeah, it's they're literally similar, just different formats.
Right. Right.
So I'm
Right.
just like, since I know the comic style, I can easily translate it to a movie or a TV show easily.
Wow.
And so that's kind of like I'm starting like to get the producer side of me coming out now.
The
So it's like
third.
God, God is literally bringing my gifts more and more out that I didn't never know I freaking had. And then a writer friend of mine named Dennis Knight, he came to me about publishing his novel that he's been working on for years. And I told him, pitch it to me. And so he did. I was like, holy shit. And I've seen the artwork over there that's been done so far. And he told me it's like how he was rejected by so many publishers. And he said one publisher recently said that they didn't really like the story or whatever. They didn't like his writing.
Right.
And it's like they have no taste in because this shit is fire.
Right.
I'm like I was like, yes, I will invest in your comic series. I was like, yes, I will publish it for you. Just let me know how. I'm like, just work, like, let's talk logistics. How we gonna get this going?
Right.
And he told me, and I was like, and plus the artist he works with, I freaking work with her too. I freaking love her artwork. I was like, oh hell yes, I'm taking this book. But yes, you can publish you under my brand. Yes, dude, hell yes. And then some other friends of mine published their novel with me because they trust me, and they said that they love my passion for writing, and that's what got them into writing. And they asked me if I published their novels. I was like, really? They said yeah, because they don't trust anybody else. It's like wow. It's like yes, I would publish a book, and so I published my first friend a few months ago, and I'm recently publishing a new friend of mine for his first book that he's been holding on for like 4 years, and he's excited. And he told me when he got the book, the printed book, he gave it to his mom, and his mom started bawling because his dad was writing the book before his dad passed away, and I don't want to tell his story because that's his story to tell.
Yeah.
I'm just showing my point of view of it. But he spent years trying to, if he wanted to even write the book, like to finish the book his dad started. And he said when he met me and seen the passion for my like how I love writing, and
Hmm.
dude, when I tell his brother wanted to make me cry, it was like he sent me a full paragraph thanking me, saying, "Dude, I don't think I would have done this if I didn't meet you," because he sees my social media, he sees what I'm posting about my writing, he sees when I posting poetry. I was like, I literally post a simple post. I was like, dude, I'm gonna write this story. I might need therapy after. It was a joke. I don't need therapy.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Uh, hold on.
um,
Everybody need therapy, brother.
because
Every.
because I write horror and fantasy a lot. So it's I'm like that's how I made the joke. I might need therapy because I did just kill this character like crazy. And so I make jokes on my social, and he said, dude, thank you so much. I can't thank you enough because if I didn't meet you, I don't think this book would even be finished. And he said when he got the first print version of the book, he was like, I did it. And I text back, I was like, yes, you did. You fucking did it, bro. And I'm
Yeah.
so fucking proud of you.
Yeah.
And I read the story as I was editing the book. I was like, bro, you freaking finished your dad's book. Hell yes, I'm gonna publish this thing. And
Yes.
hell yes, your dad's proud of you, man. It's
Wow.
like, so keep freaking going, bro. And he said he has so much, and ever since then he has so many other books he wants me to edit and publish. I was like, okay, just send them to me when you're ready.
Right.
I was like, dude, dude, I'm happy to do it. You fucking did it, bro. You got out your comfort zone with all the grief, with all the hurt that you've been through. You freaking finished the book.
Man.
And you telling me that I inspired you, like that's humbling, but you did that yourself. You just saw a simple post I made. You got the power. I just made a simple post. So sometimes I'll be joking around in my post, but it's the fact that you got something from it. You got the power because you talked yourself into doing it.
Right.
It's like God just sent me to give you that push. It's like I appreciate the thanks, but I can't take that credit because
No.
one, you did the freaking thing, bro. Like, come on.
Yeah. No. Yeah.
I was
Come on.
like, you got the power to do it. And he told me the story. He's like, with all the hurt he's been through since his dad passed, with all the pain I'm like, bro, you fucking did it, bro. I was like, and I can't wait to bring this book out and help and get my brother going with his next novels and everything.
Yeah.
And it goes back to say, talk to yourself because you can do it. You can get through it. I'm like, don't depend on anybody else. Just depend on yourself and get your relationship right with God. Is my advice. Because talking to yourself, that's therapy right there.
Come
It's
on.
self love is the most powerful love
That's facts.
ever. And writing is my therapy because
Hmm.
I have so much emotion I need to get out of my head so I won't forget it.
Hmm.
And the story and when I write and just because I'm writing horror and fantasy doesn't mean I'm like doesn't mean I'm a psycho.
Right. Right.
It's just because of my hurt and pain and darkness that I had in my mind in my heart, I
Hmm.
was attracted to horror but It's like, but it's like God uh, brought my mom to teach me the balance. So I get horror and fantasy. So I got the darkness, like as far as I like the Conjuring with the like
Mhm.
Exorcist and stuff. But I was taught to balance it out because I love Lord of the Rings, Hobbit, Power Rangers. I'm a Disney kid. So I'm
Mhm.
like, I have both sides of the spectrum.
Mhm.
Okay, I'm like, we always have to have balance. And I'm like, I love comedy movies from like Adam Sandler or um um what's that dude? Fluffy, Gabriel Iglesias.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
Cat Williams, Chris Rock, Chris Tucker. It's like Jackie Chan with the Rush Hour movies and all his movies. I'm like,
Yeah.
I get a good balance of different things. So I'm like, I want to tap in to different things. I don't want to just write horror and fantasy all the time. So I'm challenging myself to write drama. I'm challenging myself to write comedy. I'm
Mhm.
challenging myself to write something dramatic, just
Right.
just to because not everyone likes horror and fantasy. So I try to touch different mediums, like to reach somebody somewhere.
Mhm.
And I actually, not gonna lie, I wrote my first song. I wanted to kind of like get into that, like, because I have a few, I have mostly musician friends that I'm, because someday I want to do a theme song for my publishing company.
Okay.
Because I'm still trying to figure out like, what I want with it, because I want, 'cause I know I want something like the Marvel theme in front of their movies and stuff, like something like that, but more upbeat, like get you going,
Right.
like having fun. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
And so yeah, I kind of like, but in every story I tell, I put a message in there, I don't do anything political. I'm not a political person, but I always put a message of mental health, showcasing that it's okay,
Mhm.
it's okay. But I was like, I have a character. Like, if you go down this path, you will end up on a dark side like this. If
Mhm.
you wallow in it,
Mm.
but if you go down the route this character goes, even though they went through a dark path, they overcame it by doing this act, and look where they are now. So I try to make every character important, not just the main character. I want the supporting characters to be relatable too, so everyone can be seen. Like in some upcoming comics I'm actually working on, where it's like a group of friends that have autism,
Mm.
because people that have autism haven't been seen correctly.
Right.
They have been so mistreated. My friends of mine, some of my friends are autistic,
Yeah.
and I freaking love them to life, man. And once you think about it, people with autism are the smartest people ever.
Geniuses.
And dude, do you know how many things we could get done right now if we have more autistic people like in power right now? They see things that we don't see, and
Exactly.
they come up with solutions we don't even think of. And so I'm kind of having this like autistic um storyline in an upcoming comic where the autistic characters are the superheroes saving people's lives. But it's not the typical like superhero where like they wear costumes. They're just regular people helping save people's lives. Because I'm
Uh,
writing like a medical drama,
Okay.
um, and um, and like this universe of things. Just try to let have people be seen. I'm like, let you know I see you.
Right.
Like I see you. You are a freaking hero if you just believe in yourself.
Man.
And dude, when I tell you I love writing so much, I can legit talk about it every single day. And I um and even in poetry, I write from my heart. I wrote a poem about being fatherless.
Mm.
It's called being it's either called fatherless or being fatherless.
Mm.
But I think I shortened the title to fatherless. And I explained my hurt for my biological father. I explained where I blame my mom. I blame my mom for a lot of things.
Right.
But then on the flip side, as I grew up, I explained why it was my fault in a certain way. It wasn't my mom's fault because I took her words the wrong way and didn't ask the proper questions.
Mhm.
And I say, I forgive my biological father. I mean,
Mm,
I don't hate him. I don't hate him. I used to. Not gonna lie. I used to hate him.
right.
A couple years ago, he sent like a letter to me and my sister for our birthdays, even though it was like months later after our birthdays. I was pissed, of course. Um, I my mom had us write a letter back, and I had to revise my letter a few times because I was
Right.
angry. And the final letter, I was like, okay, Father, yada yada yada. We're good, and thank you. And I haven't seen him like what 13 years now, 14, 13,
Wow.
14 years now, I think, since I seen my biological father. And when I tell you, I'm like, God didn't have. I'm like, if you was in my life today, I probably would not be the man I am today. So if I ever see my biological father, I would say, thank you for not being in my life, because if you was, I would probably be a weak bastard like you.
Mm, that's real.
Mhm.
That's real,
I would
bro.
probably I would probably be a weak man that people just push over easily if you were still in my life. But I forgive you, and I forgave you years ago. I don't hate you, but I don't desire to have a relationship with you because one, I'm 26. I'm growing my businesses. I'm in a better place I have ever been in like forever, like ever. But thank you for not being in my life
Right.
because I would probably be in jail right now if you was,
Mm,
because I would probably have either I'll be in jail or I'll probably be dead. But God saw fit to only He allowed you to plant the seed because I have a purpose here in this world.
right.
So thank you for being the plant seeder.
That's crazy, man.
But I hope you live your life the way you want to, and I hope you're healthy, But I can't let you in my life. Like, if you want to follow my socials, cool. I don't care. You can see what I'm doing. That's up to you. I'm not going to follow back, but that's up to you.
Yeah.
But thank you for being the plant seeder.
Yeah. And it's crazy that you bring up your father because I said I wasn't gonna speak on this to people. I wouldn't tell people this, but like I tell young ladies that I would talk to, and like um communication is the biggest thing. So like not telling me the full thing is the same thing as lying to me. So I feel like I would be doing an injustice if I told people about a loan and didn't tell them how I won third place. My
Mm,
father's birthday was a few days before my performance, and I had the same background and history with my father. Like it got to a point, um, I tried to fight my father, and
mm,
yeah, it was bad because he was just out of pocket, as I say. I
mm,
didn't like the way he was handling himself. He wasn't talking to my mom properly, and at this time I'm probably like 16, 17.
mm.
And that debacle really, really, really made me and him split. Like we didn't talk for like 3 years, and then
Wow.
yeah, and then it went to a point of us rekindling things and us trying to figure it out. Cause he always wanted to be a good dad, but when we think about our dads, we don't think about they dads. You dig what I'm saying?
Mm,
So a man can't be taught how to be a man by a woman. That's what I'm saying fully. Because his dad wasn't around. And he tried to figure it out, but like you said, a weak mindset with no positive, uh, firm hand behind it is
mm,
not going to be okay. So with that being said, my father, he was supposed to be at my performance, and I told him like it's okay. You know how we do as young men, we make excuses for our
mm,
parents. So I'm like, it's okay, Dad. You know what I'm saying? If you can't come out here for your birthday, I'm not tripping. Come to my performance.
Mm-hmm.
Long story short, I had to tell my little sister this. Um, but long story short, he blocked my phone, or somebody blocked my phone the day of my performance, and that created that alone feeling. I called my brother. Me and him wasn't seeing eye to eye. That's ASG Ace. I gotta say that. That's Big Ace. That's who I started this with. That's who ASG is all the way through. That's my brother.
Yo, hell
So
yeah, man.
Ace all the way through. But it was a moment where we wasn't seeing eye to eye, and that's okay. But I had started to feel alone. I called my best friend KLA.
Mhm.
Stuff wasn't going right. I'm calling people, just please, just somebody make me feel better. Somebody. Why are we looking for somebody, brother?
Right, yeah.
You dig? So
Mhm.
I'm going through it mentally, but I know I got to go to this performance. And I worked the same day, so I had to work and then go to my performance. I had to really take
Oof.
my the next level, and then I'm trying to practice on the way to my performance in the car. I'm rapping my verse because I perform live. Anybody that comes to see ASG Spade, they will hear me live. I don't do the let my stuff rap and all. Don't worry, it's me. You gonna hear my voice. So with that being said, I'm trying to practice and I'm getting distracted because my mom is slow down. You driving too, you know.
Oh
And
yeah.
it, like I everything was trying to cloud me. But what I started to realize at the performance, before I went on, I stood outside and I was like, why is my day going like this?
Mm,
Why is everybody making me feel alone?
mm,
And I didn't realize it until the moment I grabbed the microphone and I said, how y'all doing? Subconsciously, I said, you are alone. And I told the people, I say, y'all ever felt alone or been afraid to be alone?
mm,
Everybody looked, they like, yeah. I said, I'm gonna leave y'all with that question. I performed the song and then I asked the same damn question. Are y'all afraid to be alone? Yeah. Are y'all afraid? Have y'all ever been alone and not known what to do? Yeah. Like when I say they were screaming,
mm.
don't perform. I am a life coach when it comes to music. I'm not just a performer. You will never see me and just say, oh, yeah, he was great. Because it's not my music that we trying to get you to focus on. It's my message.
It's the message. Yep.
They call me the silent assassin when I go to these performances because I don't talk much. I respect other people's music.
Mm,
100% am a firm believer in somebody could be better than me in here, and I need to see who it is. I
mm,
need to have the competition, so I'm not gonna disrespect your music, go talk outside and all that. No. So I sat and I watched, and I watched people who had performed before, and it was my first time and all of that.
mm.
Not to mention, my first time performing ever in my life, I
Mm.
was picked out of a random box to go first.
Really?
Yes, that was the terrifying thing in the world, but I was performing a song called Where'd You Go? And that song was a song to my nana. So in that moment, it was just me and my nana. But anyway,
Mm,
back to the performance of Alone. Once I grabbed that microphone and I just was like, I'm alone. I go out into the crowd. I start to talk to people. I get intricate because the way that I rap, it pretty much sounds like I'm talking to you. Like
mm.
it's waggy, it's vibey, but the same way I'm talking to you right now, if I started rapping, you wouldn't be able to tell the difference.
I'm attest to that because I listen to your music. I'm attest to
Tell-
that. Oh yeah.
I'm telling you, brother. So it's like, and I'm not
Mm-hmm.
just talking. This is who I am.
Mm-hmm.
I tell people this. If you think I'm lying to you, watch how fast I respond to the things that you're saying. Do I take my time and think? No, because I'm going to give you how I feel. I'm going to openly talk to you.
Hmm.
So
I'm
there's no
not
need,
yelling. I'm not yelling at you. I'm just
right?
articulating my feelings. That's the difference.
So it's just like when people hear me talk, they be like, "Man, you so smart." Man, no, I done been through a
I'm
lot of shit.
real. I'm
Come,
real.
come, come on, all the time, man. So it's like at the end of the day, when I performed alone, a lot of people went back and re-listened to the song. This is what I'm telling you. A lot of people went back after the performance and said, "Is that song out?" Yes. Okay, I'm about to go listen to it. My comments start flooding. People start DMing me. Man, this song is amazing. You performed this. Woo, woo, woo. You need to do it again. And it was a blessing that my mom was there with me. My mom actually got to see me perform.
Hell yeah.
So I'm grateful for that. I'm grateful for the opportunity. Um, in this avenue of music, this ain't music, man. It's therapy, bro.
Heck yeah, man.
So
Man, art is therapy, man.
yeah.
Art
So
is therapy.
so yeah. As far as like the like my father and all of that, I learned from that performance. Sometimes God allows things to happen in your life to build you and to be the person that you need to be, not the person you want to be.
Mm.
So everybody has a goal. I was ranked number 2 for football. Like as far as being a long snapper and a center, like I have a really great background when it comes to football. But realistically, that's not what God called me to be.
Mm.
Everybody always told me, Brian, you should be a motivational speaker. And I looked at them and I said, me? Are you serious? So that's another avenue that I'm working on. Just being more open with people. And that's what this is for me. Being more open with people so that way I can feel more comfortable talking to people like, yo, I done been through this. Then they come back and tell me, I've been through this. Real? I got something with you. Look, I've been through this with you. I've been here. I went through this. Maybe not to the detail of yours. Maybe not to the depth of yours.
Hmm.
But realistically, when you going through stuff, it's not about who pain is worse. It's
Exactly.
somebody understanding where you coming from.
Exactly.
It's hard to find somebody that really understands where you coming from.
Oh yeah.
So as far as like relationships and stuff like that, I ain't never been looking, but I'm not gonna lie. You will stumble into right what you need. So just keep doing you, brother. Fuck them bitches. They'll come when they come. It'll be that. But I'm telling you, man, my music is not for the weak. And you cannot listen to my music with an ego. Otherwise, you're not gonna like it.
Yep.
So, for
Oh
sure.
yeah. Oh yeah. Man, this has been amazing, man. Oh my God.
Yes, sir.
Um, but yeah, well, one thing advice I can leave with you about the motivational speaker part,
Hmm.
find a way to get on more podcasts that will help build your voice even more.
Okay. Bet.
Because that's where I start. That's where I started getting my voice is being on podcasts and um and just whoever whoever allows you to be on that podcast, just continue to be you like you being here. Let's continue to be you
Hmm.
and share your music on their podcasts,
Hmm.
and that's where you're you're going to get that motivational speaker um, tenacity from, if that makes sense.
I got you.
So just keep doing what you're doing, but yeah, just like you did me, you reached out to me, reach out to other people that have podcasts. Ones that don't have ego, because there are some that have egos, but
You know it. You know.
yeah, well, yeah, just do what you did with me. Just reach out to other podcasts and see if they schedule with you, and just keep going from there. Build your brand like what I'm doing here, and
Hmm.
just build that motivational inside you, and just dude, just kick ass. That's my advice to you. Just keep kicking ass, brother.
For sure. For sure.
And and hell, some find one some advice I got like, you in Iowa, right?
Yes, sir.
You a local talent, like you doing now. You have performances. Try to like reach out to colleges if you're a speaker at colleges or even high schools or any type of school if you can.
Bet. Never thought of that. Bet.
Yeah, that's also where motivational speakers start. It's like try to get in contact with like some school like some schools like colleges they have speaker nights or whatever. I keep forgetting what they call it.
No, yeah.
My friend Dennis Knight, like speaker events at libraries, like giving advice about comic books, like how to write scripts and stuff. Contact a library, see if they have like speaker nights or some type of partnership you can do there.
Bet.
So yeah, there's different avenues you can actually spread your music around. You just have to maneuver and
Yeah.
see which route to go that would accept you.
Right.
And well, and one of the things I've always saying, rejection is just a redirection. I was like, if you get rejected one way, that's not where God wants you to go. Because reroute
Right.
to
Right.
another destination. But yeah, that's where you can also like start getting your motivational speaking going, like schools, colleges, libraries, podcasts, um, and so yeah, even at festivals like crafts fairs, you can probably get something there too.
Mm-hmm.
Like you can set up a tent or something or
Yeah.
whatever. Yeah. So that's just a bit of advice from me to you about the motivational speaking part.
I appreciate that. And before I get out of here, man, I did want to speak on that. I'm so happy that was the last thing you said. I got a few different points. Simply this: from me to you, December 13th is dropping. When I say if you want to see any song that will be on there, it will be on my personal page on my YouTube. It don't matter what you looking at. All you got to do is
Mhm.
type into Google, like you did Spotify. I am literally on everything that you can listen to music. I have pain songs, I have good songs, I have Afro songs, I have rock, I have all type of music, and this shit about to drop, 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 drop. I'm not stopping for y'all. I'm ending
Heck
out
yeah.
this year preaching motivational because of the simple fact I had no motivation through this shit other than me. I ain't had no other rappers that were influencing my music. It was Brian Bailey. That's my name. Brian Bailey.
Brian Bailey. Hell yeah, brother.
I have a part in my song where I say simply this. Spade couldn't be Brian cause Lil Rod got a big hole. My nickname is Lil Rod. So
Mm,
I'm gonna say it again. Spade couldn't be Brian because Lil Rod had a big hole.
mm,
Stop getting in y'all way. Be the
mm.
best you can be. I
Hell yeah.
perform at Tequila Cowgirl again on December 13th. If you cannot catch that November 2nd show, anytime you see me throw this up, this ASG, we ain't talking no gang or none of that. Ace of
Mm,
Spade gang, that's what we talking. Because of the simple fact, we are alternative song gurus. You
mm.
feel me? We
Hell
do
yeah.
this. So
Hell yeah.
I appreciate your time, man. For
I
real.
appreciate you, man.
And next
Thanks.
time we talk, man, I promise you, I'm gonna have a whole bunch of other things for us to talk about, man. We gonna be,
Hell yeah. It's just the beginning, brother. It's just the beginning.
uh,
The door's always open. Whenever you want to come back, man. I got
yes,
you. I
yes,
got
sir.
you.
Appreciate you, brother.
Can you shout out your socials where we can follow you and keep update on you?
Bet. So, you can follow me on Instagram, ASG Spade. You can follow me on TikTok, ASG Spade. You can follow me everywhere, ASG. Oh, bro,
Yeah.
all
And
remember that.
I,
Love you.
Man, and I'm Kevin Davis. You can follow me on I am Kevin Davis official on Instagram. I am Kevin Davis CEO on Facebook and Kevysie Studios on TikTok.
Yes,
And this
sir.
has been a new episode of Kevin New Bridge podcast. And we catch you guys later. Well,
Yes,
make
sir.
sure like, subscribe, comment, and just have fun. Listen to my boy music. If you love real, raw, and actual talent, listen to my boy music. We catch y'all later.
Yes, sir.